Join me for a cup of coffee while I show you the easiest way to do a screen recording and share it within seconds. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Darren Rogan, and in this episode of Tech Tools and Tips, we're looking at screen capture. I'm going to look at our overview of the product, my impressions, how I discovered it, who should use it, when you should use it, my top 3 takeaways, and some summary and notes. If that interests you, then just sit back and enjoy a coffee while I show you one of the easiest ways to capture your screen and share it with other people. So this is the website, loom.com. Here I am. I could move myself around in the recording. I can also change my size if I wanted to and switch over to a picture if I didn't want to use my face, for example, or I wasn't in a location that was suitable for recording. You can just install a browser plugin or the operating system app and use the freemium services to get up and running very quickly. All right. As you can see, once you finish doing a recording, it actually automatically sends it to their cloud and transcodes it and then gives you a URL so that you can actually see it. If we have a look at Loom itself, we've signed up. This is a new account that I've signed up for. And you get like a free trial for all of the services. And we have a video. As you can see, I did a demo video before we started this. It's like 18 seconds long. I can then click into that video. And this is then a copy URL that I can give to someone else, and they can watch this video. And I can trim the video, for example, and I can add like a call to action, so I can cut out some sections if I want to cut out some sections. And then this is all sort of supplied for you, so you can just easily have this Chrome plugin look at like a prototype or a bug, for example, in your product or service, or you're trying to do a pitch, and you can just send this to someone. Now these are as you can see, search indexing, so you can add that on if you really want. Do you want it to be private? Do you want it to only be available to certain individuals? That's completely up to you. And it does have this cool new sort of transcript beta that does seem to work pretty good and be able to transcribe your video, which can be useful if that is something you're interested in. People probably want to see is the pricing. Now, as you can see, I'm currently in the Loom business trial for $10 a month. That's pretty cost effective if you're doing quite a lot of videos and video support. So I think it maybe is worth considering with unlimited views, unlimited videos, unlimited recordings. Plus you have the video drawing tool, which I'll show you in a sec. Well, actually I'll show you right now where I can draw here. And this is the video drawing tool. So you can see I can draw over some stuff. I can change the color. I could also say like this section here, for example, I want this one to be moved over there. All right, so that's very useful if you're trying to give somebody visual feedback, which isn't always clear. So the free tier, you can do 5-minute recordings. You can have up to 100 videos. I think that's great. I think that probably solved most people's problems. You can also download the videos. You could stitch together more than one 5-minute video and think of it to do them in chapters and stay in the free plan. But you may want to consider upgrading to the $8 to support this service and to give you access to the drawing tools that I was just describing, as well as custom branding on your page when people go and see it. Okay, I just hit the complete video, and you'll see the video that we just started has uploaded directly into the browser, and I can now trim out some sections if I need to. I can add some other additional video preferences, animated GIFs, can the viewer download, etc., etc. I can jump back into the personal listing and then grab this video, for example, uploading. As you can see, this one is still uploading, but I should be able to download this one, download, and that will now download this video, and I can edit that in whichever editor I want, be that Premiere, DaVinci Resolve, iMovie, whatever. There's tons of clips on your phone too, would work quite well for this. And you can send it to someone else. You don't have to use the shareable feature, but the fact that I can just have this video, grab this shareable URL and just send it to you, copy link, and then I can just paste that into a messenger chat, or I can send you an email showing you how to use a certain feature or a bug or some other visuals. I think is spectacular. Alright, so how did I discover this? Actually, a designer friend of mine called Ben showed this to me a couple of years ago when he was working on some visual design, and he wanted to get some feedback while also working remotely. So we do these daily recaps of designs and the thoughts behind certain stuff, as to why he made design choices and the aspects that he was trying to reflect. I've also used this to demonstrate interaction paradigms or progress of visual components, being like React components and Angular components, that screenshots don't really show because you've got animation on a transition and stuff like that, and video is really the only way to do those. So who should use it really? Visual designers, application support, front-end developers, product managers, product success. It's also quite useful for doing pitching. So I wouldn't necessarily say sales, but if we're if we're in a scenario where you cannot travel, then maybe having a PowerPoint presentation as you go through while you talk can be much better than just sending someone a slide deck and expecting them to get it. Because you know yourself, a presentation generally requires a presenter in order for it to hit. Otherwise, it's a very different type of deck that you see. Like when to use it, so I'd say like a general demo is pretty good, interaction flows, onboarding actually is quite useful too, as you give people like a good idea of, let's say you draw a diagram that gives you the main architecture, and then you log into like your Bitbucket or your wiki and you can show people where stuff is. The main thing is about making it simple to use, and if you also use Notion, you can embed these Loom videos directly into your Notion wiki or whatever, which can make life a little easier. What are my top 3 takeaways? Well, the top 3 takeaways is the Chrome plugin makes screen capture a breeze. Everyone's got a laptop these days with a camera and a microphone, so it's pretty easy to do. Just remember to light yourself as best you can. Shareable links to pre-hosted videos with a configurable video player is awesome. My top 3 takeaway is the tools. They've got like a trim tool, you can cut out a few sections, so if you get something wrong, you can try it again. Plus, they've got the ability to download these videos and then take them into a video editor or host them in another location. That's probably what I do, but it's up to you. As you can tell, I'm a big fan of this tool, and I think that having a consistent offering across different operating systems means that you can bring this into your team or your support team or your product team and have tools that don't require you to have a definitive operating system, which I think is great. Perfect for application support. Each time you have a query about a feature or functionality, you can create a video that demonstrates that, and then you can send that back to them and then keep it for adding to your help center, or if someone asks you a similar question, as you can see, you could jump into Loom and pull back a bunch of stuff. There's also a transcription beta at the minute where it tries to take your text and time-coded transcriptions, which is in beta, which is pretty cool if you need that. Now, if you're doing a help center, for example, and you're answering support tickets one by one, then that enables you to get the information out of your video and potentially take some screenshots and create help text, which can then be indexed by Google rather than having that information currently siloed in a video. So worth a look. All right, now I'm a big fan, let's be clear, but it is a simple tool for a easy mechanism to create these videos. It's not going to be replacing OBS or Adobe Premiere or DaVinci anytime soon, but if you need to do these simple, quick videos, then this is a great tool for you. So check it out. It's a great tool for the Batman belt. I'm Darren Rogan. Ciao.